tough to envision Alabama losing a street fight. That Oklahoma would have given them a totally different game, and certainly in a manner that would normally, historically, conventionally, wisdom-wise, confound Alabama. What do you think about this evening in that
I
regard?
think you're exactly right. I do think that Georgia is as well equipped to beat them as any team they face that plays that style. But the next team to beat them playing that style, beat them at their own game, may be the first. I guess you could, at least since they've started this dynasty in 2008, perhaps you could argue Ohio State. It's not, pure pro-style stuff, but more like what you'll see from Georgia, certainly with some wrinkles. But, Ohio State certainly ran it at them and controlled the line of scrimmage and beat them in that, bar brawl street fight type of game. Historically, that has favored Alabama. Whether it will tonight, I think it depends largely on the quarterback play and also how well Alabama adjusts to losing Anthony Jennings. He's one of their linebackers. He had another linebacker injury for the Crimson Tide, and he was the best player on the field against Clemson, in my judgment. He was hurt late in that game, won't be able to play, so yet another test of Alabama's depth.
So give me something to look for tonight. I'm sure you've been exposed to so many storylines throughout the season of these two teams separately, and now that they're on the same field tonight, what should viewers of this game be looking for to get an inkling as to what the final result might be, Rece?
How efficient Jalen Hurts is in the passing game. I do not believe that Alabama will be able to beat Georgia with him throwing for just over 100 yards a game. Now, that said, will they use him a lot in the quarterback run game? There has been rumblings for the last month that Alabama would not hesitate to go to their backup quarterback, Tua Tagovailoa, who is a highly touted guy and can really throw the football. So I think how efficient is Jalen on first down? How efficient is he in the passing game? And whether they use strictly Hurts or whether they get into a situation where they feel like they have to bring in the freshman to try to make something happen through the air.
And when you talk to your colleagues and people around town there in Atlanta, who are you hearing most is winning tonight? What do you think?
Rich, it's a lot like what you just said. I think everybody's afraid to pick against Alabama because a lot of us did in the Sugar Bowl, and they've proven you wrong so often. But the vibe feels like Georgia to me. Now maybe that's the excitement of 37 years since the national championship, home state or whatever. But it's almost as if there's an anticipation that Georgia's going to win, but everybody's afraid to say it because of Alabama's great success in these situations over the years.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern on Audience.